Hello YouTube, Film Buff 06 here. I'm just going to do a very short review / rant on the 2011 alien invasion flick Battle Los Angeles, or Battle LA, whatever you want to call it, which was written by Chris Bertolini and an uncredited Shane Black, believe it or not, before he went on 2 years later to direct Iron Man 3. Stars the likes of Aaron Eckhart, who is best known to Batman fans as Harvey Dent Two-Face from The Dark Knight, Michelle Rodriguez of Fast and the Furious and Avatar fame, Ramon Rodriguez, Michael Pena, and rapper Ne-Yo, was apparently inspired by a rumoured enemy attack that took place in LA during World War II on the 24th of February 1942 and was directed by Jonathan Liebesman, the man responsible for directing such classics as Darkness Falls, The Killing Room, Wrath of the Titans, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. Interestingly enough, the big controversy that surrounded this film was that Sony Pictures filed a lawsuit against filmmakers, the Strauss brothers, Greg and Colin, who were hired to do visual effects work on this film through their special effects company Hydraulics. And the Strauss brothers were accused of using all the resources that they gained to create their very own Los Angeles-based alien invasion flick, Skyline, which was not released until the year before, without any permission from the studio. An arbitration by the studio was initially issued against them and Hydraulics, but it was later dismissed. The plot of this film, which is quite literally an unoriginal rip-off of War of the Worlds, District 9, and even Independence Day, is that a bunch of aliens come down to Earth to try and nuke the place in order to obtain the Earth's water supply to use as fuel for their spaceships. So it's up to a misfit platoon of Marine soldiers led by Sergeant Nance, played by Aaron Eckhart, to take down this alien threat. That is basically it. Now, what did I think of Battle Los Angeles? This movie fucking sucks, okay? Just never before have I seen a movie that is this boring since Air America and The Replacement Killers. I say boring because throughout the entire film I kept looking at my watch and falling asleep. It felt like absolute purgatory of the worst kind. In actual fact, the experience of watching this movie was like watching someone else playing a video game, or a video game on the big screen, or even doing a video game adaptation of either Halo or Call of Duty. The only two positives I have with this movie are the special effects, which look frickin' incredible, credible and a decent performance from Aaron Eckhart. Apart from those, everything else with this movie, for me, doesn't work. The screenplay from Chris Bertolini is laughably bad, littered with every genre and military cliche in the book. Apart from Aaron Eckhart, most of the other performers, especially Michelle Rodriguez, completely phone in their parts. The story is something we've already seen God knows how many times, and is therefore an uninspired, generic, and just plain bloated mess. The characters are one-dimensional and generic caricatures that you don't really get emotionally invested with at all. The score by Brian Tyler is just nothing to write home about. Jonathan Liebesman proves here that he doesn't have a clue how to direct a decent action film. You also couldn't really tell which of the characters or aliens gets killed, or even what is going on, especially during the action sequences, because the camera work is so shaky, as if the cameraman was suffering from a violent case of, epilepsy or something, and also because the editing is one big continuous car wreck, and just reminded me of the editing style of Quantum of Solace. The action is so fucking relentless, it becomes mind-numbingly monotonous after a while, to the point where you're just staring at the screen and just thinking, what the hell is all this shit doing on the screen? And why the hell am I wasting my precious time watching this crap? Speaking of which, nothing really happens in this film except for a whole flurry of special effects and explosions that even Michael Bay himself would be envious of. In conclusion, because I really don't have an awful lot more to say about this film, Battle Los Angeles is not really one of the worst sci-fi action films I've ever seen, but it decidedly comes pretty close. If you want to watch a decent alien invasion movie, seriously, please go and watch something like War of the Worlds, Independence Day, or heck even District 9. You will have a far, far better experience with those films than you will with this one. But however, if you are drunk, stoned, half dead, or terminally stupid, and want to find a cheesy, silly, but fun and entertaining way to pass the time, I guarantee you that you will enjoy this film. My rating for Battle Los Angeles is going to be an incredibly generous 3 out of 10. It is not a horrible film per se, in my opinion, but still, this is some old bullshit. Now, feel free to leave a comment in the section below and let me know your thoughts on Battle Los Angeles. Plus, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And until my next video, which is going to be a review of Disney's The Sword in the Stone, do take care, everyone. And for yesterday, happy St. Patrick's Day.